Agriculture is not only about production alone. It's actually about the entire agro value chain, from production to processing to drying to transportation to markets and to the consumers. But when you look at the African continent today, the continent is losing food worth 48 billion US dollars each and every year because of inefficiencies in the entire agro value system. But on top of these losses, the continent is importing food worth 35 billion US dollars, and this is a number that is estimated that in the next 5 years could reach 110 billion US dollars. But amidst all these losses and the depreciation of foreign reserves by countries importing food, it is quite very vital to look at the realities within the agro value chain vis-a-vis the youth unemployment in the continent today. 12 million and above youth get into the labor market each and every year. It means that every month the continent is supposed to be creating not less than 1 million jobs to be able to absorb this youth that get into the labor market. But the reality is that we need to think smart and at the same time use logic and reason. We are talking at a time when the changing climate is already manifesting itself in droughts, in floods, and plunging millions of people into suffering. A continent that have over 65% of the workforce employed in the agricultural sector. This then means that the agricultural sector is the engine that can be able to drive transformational development. But that is not enough. It needs what is called enablers. And these enablers are clean energy to be able to add value, information communication technology to be able to connect to what is produced to markets, and more importantly, enabling policies that can be able to create incentives, what we call market incentives, to ensure that what is produced is not working against the environment, to ensure that what is produced, the quality is not compromised, so that at least from a health perspective, it is nutritious, it is good for health, and more importantly, the safety aspect of this is enhanced. When you look today, the youth across the continent leveraging on what is called innovative volunteerism are actually not only retooling their skills, but they are leveraging on this innovative volunteerism, which is structured guidance where youth get their skills retooled to drive climate action. And this youth from Nigeria to Ghana, to Kenya, to Uganda, to Togo, to Zimbabwe, to Benin, the coastlines of Africa, from the west of Africa to the Matoke Hills of Uganda and down to the southern savannas of the continent. Innovative volunteerism is proving that youth are capable and they cannot be relegated to the back burner because they are the solution providers. They are Africa's tip of the spear and can tear through every challenge if they are guided to do so. These innovative volunteerism volunteers, for example, right here in Kenya, these volunteers leveraging on their skills are fabricating solar dryers. And these solar dryers are not only being tested by farmers, but these youth are showing that when they come together, they can do more good when their skills and talents are leveraged. Through Ebago Pamoja, which is a youth climate action-led initiative driven through innovative volunteerism. These youth are showing that they can be able to change the entire agro landscape in adding value by developing mechanical solar dryers. And these mechanical solar dryers are not only helping to ensure that food is dried, but it is dried to the required quality, which is below 12% moisture content. But what we need to understand from what we are seeing, whether it is Nigeria, where youth through innovative volunteerism are retooling their skills to fabricate solar dryers, mechanical solar dryers, to develop briquettes, to reduce the pressure that comes with charcoal that destroying the environment. Or it is Ghana, where they're developing briquettes, they're fabricating solar dryers. Or to Uganda, where they're developing briquettes, they're fabricating solar dryers. This climate action is not only proving to be innovative, but it's proving to be an opportunity for you to be able to redefine and reimagine solutions to Africa's challenges from a different perspective. But what we've learned is that the first aspect in which these youth have actually shown from what they are doing delivering on a spirit of innovative volunteerism is that Silver youth have for the first time retooled their skills to tap on value addition. If you take the example of Bago Pamoja, Kenya, these youth who leverage on innovative volunteerism with carpentry skills have been structurally guided to improve, refine, and adapt their skills to fabricate mechanical solar dryers using local available material. In less than 2 months, over 20 youth have had their skills retooled and develop more than 20 solar dryers. And these are being decentralized to local areas to help communities. The second aspect that we are noticing is that these youth are using local available material to develop these solar dryers to ensure a 200% cheaper solution. The third aspect, which is quite very important, is that using the solar dryers, these youth are not only creating opportunities for themselves, but they are also developing what is called drying centers, which are affording opportunities to communities to be able to dry their food so that no food goes to waste, so that the issue of post-harvest losses becomes an issue of the past. This reality is what we are seeing. And this is testament to the fact that solutions to climate action cannot be done by one person. It can be done only by bringing each and everyone together and coming together with different skills but around a common purpose to build a climate resilient Africa. This reality is happening and we should be able to support it. Innovative volunteerism is transforming lives and ushering youth to climate action. Let's embrace innovative volunteerism to drive climate action and transformational development. Be safe.